Hey, Mr. C here with the second part of our tic-tac-toe assessment. So if you haven't opened up Solidworks yet, let's go ahead and get that started. Then once it's open, go to File, New, Part, OK. So again, we're going to double check, make sure we are in the correct units. In this case, we want to be in millimeters, grams, and seconds. All right, we are going to use the top plane, and we are going to create a sketch for our circle. So now I want to select the circle tool, and then I want to start at the center and draw a circle. We are going to dimension that circle to 8 millimeters in diameter. In the dimension properties, we're going to look at the tolerance and precision because we're going to be making these cylinders go into our tic-tac-toe base or slab. We want to make sure that they fit, and that's what tolerance and precision is all about. So the first thing I want to do is make sure that the cylinder dimension is selected. I'm going to choose fit from the tolerance menu. I also want to make sure that the whole fit is the cylinder fit is H9. So I got to scroll down here. H9. So now I can click the dimension. So now we can see that that cylinder has that tolerance of H9, so it's going to make it a good fit into our slab. So now we're ready to extrude it. We're going to click on the Features tab, choose Extrude Base Boss. In this case, we want to make it go up 20 millimeters. And then we're going to click the check mark. Alright, so let's hit that zoom extends. There's our cylinder. We're going to add a chamfer or an angled edge around the around the top edge and bottom edge of the cylinders. So we're going to go up to the feature manager again, and we're going to find chamfer edge. That's right underneath fillet. So there's my chamfer edge. I want to make sure that I'm using angled distance here. So I want to make sure that the first one is selected. I want to go over to the cylinder and select the edges. So there's the two edges selected. I'm going to have a full preview. I want a 1 millimeter chamfer and at a 45-degree angle, and there you see the full preview. And then I'm going to click the check mark to accept. So you can see there's the chamfer. Now I'm going to make one configuration have the X's, and then the other configuration have the zeros. So first thing I want to do is I want to select the top surface. I'm going to go to Sketch. I'm going to choose Sketch Text. Okay, so that automatically brings me to the top face. I'm going to make a capital X in the text. So you can see right now that that point is fitted to the origin. Okay, I want to make sure that this is selected. We're going to have the flip horizontally going to the right. So that is correct. We're going to use, we're going to uncheck, use document font. So that way we can increase or decrease the size, but then we can also change the font as well. So that's what I want to do next is click on the font. So as that's coming up, we're going to change the font. Well, we're really not going to change too much. We just want to choose Centric Gothic. It's going to be regular. The units are going to be 4 millimeters. I think the default is at 3, so let's go 4. And then I hit enter. Okay. So now that we've exited the font dialog box, we're going to hit the check mark. Alright, so now the next step we have to do is to drag the X so that it's centered on the top surface. So if you're not in a view to view the normal to, so you can click up on the heads up display or press this space bar. We want to press normal to or control. That looks backwards. Let's see if we can try that again. There we go. And then all I'm going to do is click and drag and center that as best I can on the top of the cylinder. So something like that. Okay, so now we've got the X position correctly. We're going to simply click on the Features tab. We're going to do an extrude cut. We're going to go in 1/4 of an inch. 20 millimeters isn't going to work, but 0.25, a quarter millimeters into our cut, and we hit the check mark, or I hit enter again. And there you can see that we've cut the X into the top of the cylinder. Alright, so now we're ready to put the O in the top of the cylinder. So we're going to go click on the Configuration Manager. We're going to rename default by simply slow clicking, and then name this cylinder X. We're then going to right click, add configuration, and this is going to be cylinder O. Click the check mark. So we have cylinder X, and then we have cylinder O. So now if this is going to be O, we're going to click on the feature manager. We are going to suppress the X. Okay. We are then going to create a new sketch. Clicking on the top of the cylinder, clicking on the sketch, clicking on the text. And again, we're going to do the same thing, capital O. Uncheck use document font. Make sure that we have 4 millimeters. We're going to click the check mark. Now we're just going to drag the O onto the top and try to center it best we can. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now we're going to go to Features, Extrude Cut, 0.25, click OK. Alright, so there is our cylinder O. If I go back to the Configuration Manager, if I double click on X, X becomes the selected cylinder. If I double click on cylinder O, it becomes the selected cylinder. And so that was a quick part 2 for the cylinders using configurations for the crosses and knots, or X's and O's for you Americans. So next thing we want to do is choose File, Save. We're going to name this cylinder. And click Save. And that's all there is to the cylinder. So if you got any questions, be sure to ask me in class or anytime outside of class so I can get your help on this assessment, so I can give you help on this assessment. And until next time, this is Mr. C signing off.